Hey guys, welcome to a brand new story playing Sins of London, mostly because I'm just very excited for it. So, I figured we go ahead and give it a go. Yeah, I'm back again. I'm trying my best. I'm tired. I'm very tired. Having a baby is hard. But anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and read this. This looks really, really cool. I'm really excited for this. Also, thank you guys for your tips on Heaven's Secret, by the way. Yeah, so I have some plans for that. It's not quite done yet. We're gonna continue that. At least try to get a better run at it. I actually even know how, at this point, how to save everyone. I think minus your mother. But anyway, we'll get to that in that video. For now, Sins of London says a notorious London thief faces the supernatural world and her life will never be the same. Wait, so I'm the thief? That's pretty cool. And I like this little animation of like murder going on in the background here. I don't know if you can see that. Just right beneath these two people. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and press play. Okay. We're in there. I bought some gems. The server's been having some problems. So it might take a minute to load. I might have to pause every so often to just give it some time to load because the server's been like really crazy this weekend, which is weird because they still have that Wave Patrol event going on where I think like it's like free to play maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to pause. And this might be a problem when we try to buy gem options. However, I just bought a bunch of gems and that went through pretty fast. So I think it just depends on what you're trying to do. But hopefully it doesn't give us too much grief. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to get this together. This looks super cool. Oh, I love that. I love that. This looks super, super cool. Yeah, and I'm trying to figure everything out. And as you can see, there's like a new area of my room behind me because I've gotten a new computer. So now I have like 3 screens. So usually I like look this way. Or no, something like that. I don't remember. But so I've shifted the camera over there because my computer is kind of massive. I might show you guys a picture. Who knows? Okay. Should we just cut? Wait, no, it's almost there. We might as well just wait. It's almost there now. Okay. Is there 100%? Okay. Go. Any second now. Here we are. Okay. So her name is Irene, and I almost want to keep it because Irene Adler. This has Sherlock Holmes written all over it. So I almost want to keep Irene. No. We have to do our classic melody. The story is about to begin, but first she's the main character's appearance. Okay, see, that loaded pretty well. Oh my god, look at this girl. It's too much. Oh goodness. Okay. Okay, so this is one of those ones, she just looks good no matter what. Okay. Okay, Let's go with this girl, because I just really like the girl on the cover. And I really want to be a redhead, at least for as long as they let me. Because you know they're going to change my hair color a million times. I like this hairstyle. And I can get it in red. Ginger! Freaking ginger. Yes. All the hairstyles are actually really nice this time. Because sometimes they be tripping. And it's a good number of colors. I feel like it starts off with a good number of colors, and then they just like narrow you down. Okay, so this is the ginger and the long straight. But I like, oh, what the fuck? When the updo come in, oh no, guys. Wow, the hairs are so nice. Hello. Ooh, I'm torn between this updo and this one, the Saya pony. Oh. Guys. Oh no. Okay, you know what, to be fair? All these hairs are like main hairs, so they're always gonna be here. So we can always switch these later. Okay, so I don't need to think too long about it. Let's just go for this one for now. Take a peek at the main outfit that they give you. But let's see what else we're gonna have. Because we haven't even looked at the other ones. Okay, so let's pick outfits first. Because I'm having a hard time settling on hair. Okay, wow. Wow, I'm already digging the style. Ooh, it's all like ghost-like. But should we rock up in this? Is it a bit much with my ginger hair? Should we go ghostly? They're gonna give us a different outfit later, aren't they? I like this one okay. I think I want to rock this one for now. I do like this though. I can't deny. I like the basic outfit as well. But the basic outfit will always be there. No, it won't. It will not. That's not how that works. The hairs will be there. The outfit's not so much. Let's give it a shot. Oh. And here we go with loading. So sometimes it's gonna work. Oh goodness. We are already starting out here. Okay, we're through. And I like this little creepy little music in the background. That's pretty awesome. Is that playing? Let me make sure that's playing. Okay, it is. I might turn it up too. Okay, let's see what extra hairs. Oh! They already starting. Okay, see, why does the blonde match the outfit? But this one is purple. But I'm definitely probably going to end up wearing something purple later, or I'm just going to shoehorn this in with something. Because that looks good. Wait, is there like a ginger? Oh. Guys. They need to stop. What am I going to do? Oh no. I'm liking the ribbon. This is the more expensive one. I like the hat too. And I like the purple, and that's what really driving me for it. I like the hairstyle. But I love this. And this is closer to my ginger hair. Let's start. We're done. We're done. And then I just say I want it to be ginger, and then I immediately change my hair color. Fine. Oh, even more music. Chapter 1. Everything is not what it seems. Ooh, this music is all dramatic. This episode of Sins of London contains things that may be disturbing for some readers. Please proceed with caution. Yay! I'm excited. As darkness descends upon London, the city folk close their windows and lock their doors against the night. This is when I go on the prowl. Ooh. Quickly and deftly, I pick the locks with ease, infiltrating the most intimidating houses. I'm not burdened by conscience. Fear doesn't faze me. I taste only sweet adrenaline on my tongue and the feel of a thrill of excitement in my veins. She's cool. Madame Hammond should have hidden her valuables better. It was far too easy to crack her safe. Look at her little face! I like the little eyebrows. She's adorable. She's so cool. Tonight, my target is the cachet in the brothel on Cleveland Street. Still from the brothel? The fat cats of London's elite spend many a night and no trivial fortune within these walls. It's entertaining how much one night of pleasure goes for these days. The rustling of a bankroll and gentle clink of jewels caresses my ear, but through the sounds I hear another one, the one thieves despise most. Footsteps. Damn it, someone's coming. They're approaching. I manage to hide the cash and gold in the folds of my dress with no time to spare. Seconds later, a girl with a face puffy from tears and a wound on her shoulder bursts into the room. Oh, poor thing. What the hell? She knows the safe. What a stupid way to get caught. Just don't scream. But she doesn't acknowledge the open door of the cache and rushes to me desperately. Please, save me. Her eyes, already big as they are, get even bigger when they fall on something in the corner. Horrified, the girl shrinks back. Her thin finger is shaking. She's nearly screaming. He's here. Man in Black. Okay, he's probably the guy on the front cover, yes? The darkness seems to approach from within. Black clothes and a scarf mask become visible as the light touches the silhouette of a man. The man takes a step forward, and the young woman shrieks, pressing herself against me. No need for sudden moves, ladies. The choice you're about to make will alter the course of the story. Some choices affect the story only slightly, while others lead to significant change. I hesitate, not sure what to do. You know how we are. Protect the girl. Choice has influenced the story. Already? Usually the first one they say it influences the story, but it doesn't. But we'll see. My common sense tell me to stay out of it. But I see how scared she is, and it pushes me to take a reckless step. I regret this for sure. I produced my revolver and pointed at the man. Don't move. What? You're making a mistake. You know, I probably am, because he's probably hunting a monster, and she's probably the monster, despite the fact that she's crying and saying, save me. I'm sure I'm not. I'm not. I don't trust her anymore. Follow me, quickly. I don't have to ask her twice. She grabs my hand and we walk out together. We walk out? I guess we don't want to seem to run right now. It seems you're safe now. Whoever that was, you'd be better off hiding in your room. God save you. And hush about me, do you understand? She nods and runs away. Guests are still lounging in the main hall. I won't be able to leave unnoticed. Oh well, I'll improvise. Thankfully, no one will be suspicious of a beautiful woman walking around a brothel. All I have to do is smile and act like I belong. Hopefully some guy doesn't get handsy, but, you know. The smell of perfume and cigars fills the air. I hear laughter and hushed conversations. I keep my eyes straight ahead, hoping to avoid unwanted attention. But I get intercepted right at the exit. Rather rush, baby. Okay, this is the other guy on the front of the screen. Okay, and he frequents brothels. That's interesting. Interesting to note. All right. So they're both in the brothel, just for two completely different reasons, it appears. Haven't seen you here before. Are you new? Haven't seen you here before. Also indicates that he comes here all the time. Are you new? No, only come to visit a friend. Oh, interesting. And where is she? She already went to bed and I'm going home. What's the name of this friend of yours? Does he work here? Mary is a common name. Maybe Rosa, though. I saw a badge with this name on a girl's dress a couple of minutes earlier. I did? My friend is Mary. Distrust in a stranger's face shifts into a dreamy smile. Oh yeah, I've seen her. She's a nice lady. Seen her, huh? Can you just choose any name? I wonder. I'm gonna look it up later. I may be in love. He eyes me with interest, unconstrained lust in his eyes. You're much prettier than your friend. Thank you, sir. Why so formal? Everyone is friendly here. And we can be friends too. Friends. Keyword. Some choices increase the value of your fame. High or low fame can alter the plot significantly. Yeah, we know how that works. One of his sweaty palms lies heavy on the small of my back now. The other caresses my cheek casually. Is it fame for what? Like being a badass or just like people liking me? Let's test this out. Okay, we're gonna ask. A wave of indignation crashes through me, but I decide to act carefully. So I pull back slowly and plead. Okay. So it's for being a badass. And we're starting over. This time I'm gonna throw his hand off for the fame. A wave of indignation crashes through me. How dare he treat me so disrespectfully? So I throw his hands off sharply, ready to deflect any new advances. Don't you dare. You're a feisty one. I seem to have overstepped. Why don't we start over? I'd like to have dinner with you. I prefer eating alone. What a shame. But if you change your mind, come to Beverly Street 32. I rent a room there. His determined gaze reaches out from under his eyebrows, trying to see through me, asking to unveil my secrets. I avert my eyes and hurry outside. As I find myself breathing fresh air under the cover of darkness, I immediately feel safer. It's easy to disappear into the London night. All it takes is one step into the shadows and I become a shadow myself. The kind that makes stray dogs nervous and passerby cross to the other side of the street. I love this hour. No one else around. And yet, I should still be cautious. I walk quickly, choosing darker streets instinctively, wandering, confusing anyone who might follow behind. When Madame Hammond's brothel is far behind, I allow myself to slow down and reflect. What a score. I've snatched quite a bit. And I should be able to get some decent money for it all. But why am I still so rattled? My mind recalls this evening's events. Please, save me. Her eyes, already big as they are, getting bigger when they fall on something in the corner. Horrified, the girl shrinks back, her thin fingers shaking, she's screaming. He's here. That girl, there was terror in her eyes, ancient, primal terror. Could a man who's gotten too handsy be the reason for such fright? Or was it something else? I hope she'll be alright, but that man in the shadows... What could he want, and why would he hide? I managed to calm myself, but suddenly a scream rips through the night. Followed by rapid footfalls and a tumultuous clamor. Oh, shit, look at that. With his hand on that one, too. The scream came from the Cleveland Street side. What's going on? Another scream, female, full of pain and horror. It pierces the dark and turns into sobbing. Two men passed me, engrossed in their conversation. 'Twas a wild beast. Are you insane? A beast be in the middle of the city? I'm telling you, it had to be a wolf. What else would leave marks like that? Poor girl, she was so young. Some choices can only be bought for diamonds that can unlock special outfits, give access to exclusive scenes, or change the attitudes of other characters toward you. Try it now. An uneasy shiver crawls down my spine. What's going on? Listen up. Ooh, I like the little box here. It's interesting. It's like all like vintage and antique or something. Oh, here we go again with this loaded. These loading screens need to hurry up. My daughter wakes up, it's gonna be over. I stay in the shadows, following the men. I try to keep my distance and not reveal my presence. This isn't the first murder, nor will it be the last, mark my words. Last week a woman was found dead at the market. Her body was all slashed up. They say the Ripper is back. What a world. But we've nothing to fear, you and me. He only hunts the lasses. How do you know that? I read it in the newspaper. The words ring in my ears, but I cannot process their meaning. Okay, murder. The very same night I encountered an ominous dark figure. Yeah, but which one? The lady or the man? And who was the victim? I shiver again. Just a few more blocks and I'm home. I can't get there soon enough. Fear seeps through my skin, running its cold fingers down my spine and clenching my stomach in its fist. Footsteps echo loudly off the alley walls. I pick up the pace, sticking close to the building walls, avoiding pools of light, looking back every few seconds. As I reach the corner, I look back and see a man walking towards me, the dark figure from the brothel. Alright, time to find out if we've goofed or not. Sure, he'll let us know, and we can go back and change it. Yes? He starts running, and so do I. Right? I don't turn around. I try not to think about anything. I just run and run and run. Two sounds echo in my head, my own heartbeat and the footsteps behind me. I jump out into a crossroad and freeze, stricken with indecision. I see a crowded bar ahead of me and an empty building next to it. Where should I go? I'll mix in with the crowd. I'll be safer in the hideaway. Mix in with the crowd, right? Usually, right? Did you get to where some people are? Kind of try to blend in a little bit. Because here I'm alone with him. But maybe we want to be. I'll try the crowd. I head towards people trying to act calm and natural. The bar, the drunken voices, the noise, several more steps, and I'll mix in with the crowd. Blood rushes to my cheeks. A drunken reveler calls out to me, but I ignore him. My pursuer stops and searches the crowd for his prey. I lower my head and walk away. Alone once more in the silence of the night city, I see the roof of my hotel ahead. Safety just a little bit further. But that's what I see. Okay, here's the thing though. Was she a monster because she had just gotten bitten and somebody turned her into something? Or why else would she have bite marks? Was she fighting another one of her kind, perhaps? Or was she just turned and he was trying to take her out? Let's see how it plays out and then decide if we want to go back, depending on how bad this is about to be. The creature reminds me of the girl I met at the brothel, but only vaguely. Her limbs are longer, her teeth sharper, and her skin has a greenish cast to it. Her spine is so twisted I don't know how she can stand upright. Her mouth twists in a terrifying grimace, and I see dried blood under her nails. Thief. What are you... Give it back. The creature moves toward me, and I stagger back, grasping for my revolver. The monster sees my motion and lunges at me with her clawed hand. A gash slices open my skin, and I drop my weapon. Give the amulet back. She leans towards me, engulfing me in rotten breath, clenching my neck with unnaturally strong hands. It's getting harder to breathe. Some choice their time. Think faster. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go. I try to break free, but fail. I grab her hair, kick her between the legs. Grab her hair? Nope, that was wrong. I grab a lock of what used to be hair and pull it as hard as I can. Ha ha! She tries to break free, but I hold on tight. Let me go. Hell no. The creature rips his head away, leaving a clump of hair in my fist. Ooh! An oozing patch of exposed scalp appears on the monster's head. You didn't win, but you roughed the monster up. You'll die. But I got fame for that, so surely it wasn't the other one. I guess you don't win? I don't think it's possible to win. Her fangs glisten. I feel a sharp pain in my neck, and everything goes dark. Last thing I remember is the man I've been running from. Wait, is the episode gonna end here? A huge sword appears in his hand. The monster stares at it in fear. How do you like this? But do you see his eyes behind there? There was super fierce. Oh! Why is he looking this way, though? His sword arcs through the air and takes off the monster's head in one blow. He then scoops me up into his arms. Are you alright? I think so. But I never finish my sentence. My tongue feels stuck in my mouth, my lips go numb, and a red veil descends across my vision. At first, there's nothing but darkness. The air is suffocating and damp, so thick I can hardly breathe. But slowly my eyes adjust, and I start to see the outlines of objects around me. I'm in a forest. How did I end up here? What is this place? Gnarled, barren branches hang over me like the outstretched fingers of a witch. The branches shiver, scratching at my skin. I raise my eyes to the sky, but the darkness is oppressive, as if the moon and the stars have been extinguished forever. Where is everyone? The man? That creature? At the memory of the monster, I touched my neck, but the wound is gone. There are also no wounds where she clawed my arm, so you must be dreaming. Did I die? But how am I standing here? And if I'm alive, where do I go? What do I do? Hundreds of questions run through my mind until I notice a sparkle of light ahead. A ray of hope? I walk toward it, but the way is difficult. Branches slap my face and I cannot find a path. Pitch black darkness and wind surround me. What's that red patch here on the ground? The light ahead is faint, flickering and disappearing every few seconds. Fatigue washes over me and I stop to catch my breath, keep going despite everything. Push forward, I suppose? I force my mind away from the thoughts of rest. I can't let myself stop. Something tells me that would be a grave mistake. The path weaves through a thicket, and the night grows somehow darker every step. For a while, I lose sight of the light ahead and begin to panic, but then it reappears quite close to me. Hope spurs a small burst of energy, and I pick up the pace. Soon, the bushes reveal a small clearing. What had seemed to be a tiny flicker is now a lively bonfire. Next to it, a girl on horseback stands waiting for me. Hello, Melody. Here you are. And who are you? Where is here? Now's not the time. Listen to me carefully and don't interrupt. You have to step into the fire. I can't. It'll hurt. It won't burn you. Distrustful, I extend my hand to the fire and yelp, but not from pain, from surprise. It doesn't hurt. It's cold. Why? Because this isn't fire, not like you're used to. But it looks... My words are lost in a sudden gust of wind. He looks around, worried, and speaks faster. He's noticed us. Who? Mananin. If you get here before you cross, I won't be able to help any longer. You'll be stuck here forever. And so I step into the fire. There are no hot coals, no smoke, only blinding white all around me. It's so bright, I clench my eyes shut. Like some sort of portal. As it slowly dies down, the air begins to freshen as if someone has opened a window. I open my eyes slowly. I am laying on the soft waves of a feather bed, sunbeams splashing the walls. I feel rested and quite healthy, aside from the pain in my neck. Wait, let's talk about this girl here who's over there. If she's helping, is she like some sort of like a witch? And maybe she helped to trap the monster there, but she's stuck there with him? But why is she on my name? Full rested and quite healthy aside from the pain in my neck. I raise my blanket. Holy Harpy, where are my clothes? Holy Harpy! That's cute. I jump out of bed in a whirl, trying to remember any of the details from last night. The girl from that brothel turned into a monster, and he cut off her head. I shiver and continue the recap. Also robbed Madame Hammond's safe, and all the jewels are in my dress. I look around quickly, managing to find my clothes, including the unmolested contents of the hidden stash pockets. But my clothes are covered in blood, dirt, and hell knows what else. I have to wear something else. Ha ha! There's only one wardrobe in the room, and clothes are not mine, and nothing inside is even remotely feminine. Oh well, I'll make do. Alright, let's see what we got. And yet she's running around here looking like a boss. As if that wasn't sculpted to fit her. Whoa. Like, how is it not remotely feminine? Like, it's a corset. I'm gonna stop unassuming. I like that blouse. But this, hey. And right now my red's still working, even though it's a slightly different shade of red. Should we change our hair? Just cuz? Just for kicks and giggles? Stylish, though a bit old-fashioned. Nah, we're styling. Alright, ooh, do we do our updo? We're gonna updo, but let's go back and grab this one because it's fun. You think so? I have to pay a visit to my tailor. I didn't see him come in. There's a breakfast tray in his hands, and his eyes are carefully trained on mine. He startled me, and I get angry and make it masking my embarrassment. How long have you been standing there? Don't worry, your tea hasn't gone cold. I just want to take a picture of him, sorry. That's not what I meant. By the way, were you the one who undressed me? Why would you prefer someone else to do it? Just answer the question. Yes, it was I, your obedient servant. Your corset was suffocating you and you needed to breathe. I wasn't kidding about the tea. It's not as good cold. With an air of indifference, the man puts a simple tray with a scant breakfast before me. Okay. Thanks for the breakfast. I examine the food with aversion. I've had better food in this kitchen. I guess my thoughts must have reflected on my face. Yeah, you're making a face. Feel free to leave it if you don't like it. The man's angry that you opposed him in the brothel. Yikes. But why? Okay, hold on. I think it's time we introduced ourselves. My name is Sherlock Holmes. Of course you are. Nice to meet you. I'm Melody, I suppose. How did you know that? Did you go through my belongings? At the very thought of it, I lose all interest in food. Don't worry, snooping isn't my style. I prefer deduction. Logical thinking. Let me explain. First, a meeting at the brothel clearly indicated your occupation. Second, there are only a handful of professionals in London who are able to pick a safe lock so skillfully and efficiently. Of those, there are only 2 candidates who meet the age criteria, you and Miss Susie Audley. As far as I'm aware, Miss Audley is on the run at the moment and can't afford to take risks. What if I say you're mistaken? You'd be lying. I see. In that case, I have a few questions for you. Do we care that he's angry? I don't know. I guess that depends on if we're trying to romance him. Or should we romance the other guy who visits brothels all the time? I suppose we shouldn't judge him for being lustful. I suppose. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's just keep going for now. Who are you? What happened to me? What happened to the girl from the brothel? She did. And he already said his name was Sherlock Holmes. So you want like more information on that? Can I ask all the questions? Yeah, what happened? The creature, I don't seem to be badly hurt. So why was I unconscious for several hours? The saliva of the monster that attacked you was quite venomous. Ooh. You were very lucky. I happened to have an antidote, though it took effect earlier than I expected. I recalled the horsewoman from my visions, but I decided to keep that to myself. And who are you? Why are you so familiar with the thieves of London, and how are you so skilled with a sword? I was once a detective, a very good one at that. Once? It was hard for me to contain my sarcasm, knowing Sherlock used to chase people like me, criminals, thieves. Why would you abandon such a worthy occupation? I found out that there's more to life, something I used to deny. I came face to face with the supernatural. Ooh, so that's interesting. So Sherlock Holmes, when he discovers something more than just humanity. Interesting. So catching demons is more fulfilling than arresting humans. His gaze is heavy. For a while he remains silent, and then he picks his words carefully. Someone dear to me was killed by a monster. Watson? There, in the back alley, she was no longer human. Then what was she? An undead, although I don't know what kind. She seemed so normal back at the brothel. She had already been turned at the bite. I was just hoping to prevent an attack. That's when you appeared. Awkward silence fills the room. Wait, did somebody die because of me? A sudden ring on the doorbell cuts attention, and Sherlock excuses himself from the conversation. Soon the foyer is filled with male voices. Holmes said he didn't work as a detective anymore, but is that true? What if he already called the police and is going to turn me in? I tried to eavesdrop on the conversation, trying to figure out the words, but nothing makes sense. Now would be the time to run, and be foolish not to take the chance. And just like that, my mind is made up. I quickly escape my savior's apartment and find myself outside. In the daylight, the events of last night seemed like a dream, and I wish desperately for that to be true. No time to sulk, I've got things to do. First to Mr. Dykers, a need to fence the stolen goods. His pawn shop is popular among poor folk and the local criminals. The latter pawn their stolen items, and the former, well, they sell what little they have left. If Dykers is in a fine mood, he'll pay generously for these goods. Nearly anything can be found in the shop, from expensive, diamond-encrusted watches to old, washed-out socks. I've known this place and its master since I was a child. Mr. Dykers, are you here? I hear grunting from the depths of the store, and the fence appears in the doorway. Long time no see, Melody. It's been a while since you visited me. I thought you might have forgotten about the old man. Don't say that, I would never. Oh, it's fine, I bear no grudge. His hearty smile is very comforting, but I shouldn't get my hopes up. He'll need time to gauge the situation. His small, quick eyes rarely miss a thing. You seem pale. What happened? Dykers has always been kind to me. Should I tell him what happened? Tell him or keep it to myself? We gotta be careful who we trust, but I'm not usually the type to run my mouth about my exploits, so maybe I should stick to who she is and not run my mouth. Because I feel like she always has commentary on my actions that kind of tell me maybe what I should have done. Like she thought that stepping in with a girl was a grave mistake. So maybe I should have gone the other way. But now the emotions are still too fresh. Besides, this other world I've discovered is something I simply can't make sense of alone. So I tell him in living color about the creature I met last night. Undead, monsters. You've got quite an imagination, Melody. But it's true. He gives me a patronizing pat on my shoulder. You had a busy night. It could have been anything. But my advice, get some sleep and don't run your mouth. They might send you to a madhouse. You might have said too much. Okay. Fine. You know what? Keep shit to myself unless people already tell me that they already know about these things. Okay? That's going to be the rule. And anytime she says something that suggests that I maybe shouldn't do something, then we're going to go back and do the opposite. And that's just how it's going to work. Because Irene's a smart girl. We're going to let her run the show. She's much better at this than I. So while we're figuring out who her character is, I like this. So let's go ahead and figure out who she is and how to deal with this. So we're going to go back, start this over. I'm going to not interfere with Sherlock and continue on my merry freaking way. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Change number 1. Save myself. Common sense and pity briefly entangle in my soul, but the first ultimately wins. In difficult situations, my own safety must come first. So I produce my revolver and pointed at them both. Interesting. Stay away. I beg you. I get it. You're in a scrape, but it has nothing to do with me. Good call. Now, leave. No. I briskly retreat, try not to catch her eye. I just want to leave the place as quickly as possible. I can't think about that poor girl. But her stricken face and wide, terrified eyes linger in my memory. Don't worry about it. She's going to scratch you up soon, and we'll have to worry about it. Wait. It says the man gallantly places the tray before me. It's last time he said it differently. It is beautifully adorned with a hearty breakfast. Okay, even has flowers on the tray. Excuse me? Okay, so he was real mad last time. Okay, interesting. What the heck? My mouth watered at the sight of the food. How kind. It's no bother, I just wanted to make you comfortable. The man is grateful you didn't oppose him at the brothel. Well then, fine. Alright, here we go. This time we're going to keep it to myself. My recipe for success is simple. Keep everything to myself. This is a rule I try to live by. Okay, so we're learning more about her, and she sounds more... See how she sounds different when we make certain choices? Like, you know, it kind of gives you some indication. Like, this is probably what you should be doing. Like, you could do the other way, but you might have a different, a poor experience. So, even now, still seeing the monster who attacked me fresh in my mind's eye, I prefer not to talk about it. You can be honest with me. Apparently, no, I can't. You called me crazy last time, so no. Thanks, you're very kind. But I just didn't get enough sleep. You're able to keep your mouth shut. For some time, he eyes me with concern, so I add, must be the London smog. It's so bad for the skin. Oh, I know, right? I'd have left for the countryside long ago, but my pawn shop... Speaking of, I got something for you. I lay out golden earrings, several massive chains, and an array of rings before Dykers, but the Finch shows little interest in the jewels. However, when I produce the last item, something flickers in his eyes. Wait a minute. Hold up. This guy is now shady. First I thought he would just treat me like I was crazy. What if he treated me like I was crazy because he knows about monsters and he just doesn't want me talking about it? Or maybe he's a monster. Or he hunts monsters or something like that. I'm gonna go with being a monster. Because something flickers in his eyes when he sees the amulet. Why? I don't trust him now. What a curious thing. I like to study it. Let me get my instruments. He retreats into his utility room, and I keep staring at the unusual piece. The longer I observe the pattern in the center, the livelier it seems. The ringlets start to spin, the lines seem to dance. It's captivating. Gradually, the world around me fades, and all that's left of the patterns of the pendant. In awe, I extend my hand and touch the ancient metal. A tremor runs through my body, and suddenly I see visions. There's that woman again. Now she's wearing a long cloak and standing in the middle of a dark chamber in what appears to be a shrine. She looks at me either with pity or sadness. The reflections of candlelight flicker on the walls, and the air is filled with mystery. I hear music, a choir, singing in harmony, a song in a language I don't understand. Melody. She wants to tell me something, but hesitates. What do you want, miss? You must... Run! A chill envelops my legs. The music and voices grow louder and clearer. I want to approach her, take her hand, but she appears to be farther away now, fading further in the distance. The strange chamber fades, and I'm back at Decker's pawn shop. The broker stands with a magnifying glass in his hand, eyeing me warily. What's the matter, girl? Did you see a ghost? What do you think I saw in there? No. I just got lost in thought. So what can you tell me about this pendant? He examines the amulet through his glass. What a peculiar thing. How much do you want for it? I didn't have time to consider before the deal, so I'll have to improvise. As you strike advantageous deals, you make money. Plenty of money gives you interesting opportunities. Interesting! Huh. Okay, so there's a money go. So we have money, we have fame. What about skill points? We haven't done any of that yet. Oh, well, it's still the first episode, I suppose. Well, still sometime in the first episode we get skill points. Well, so far what we got is money and fame. We are a thief, so those two things make sense. But money gives you opportunities to be wise. So the amulet for 2 guineas, 1 pound, 10 shillings. I know shillings is a small amount, but what the fuck is a guinea? I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is in comparison to a pound. Coin. Oh, it has gold in it. Okay, because it's named after the West African region where it comes from. Okay, is equal to 20 shillings. So it's double. Oh, so one of these, one guinea would be double already this shilling. So, ooh, that would be a really low amount. So yeah, we'll be really selling ourselves short. Equal to 20 shillings, but rises in price. Hold on. Let me see what it can compare it to pound. I thought I saw somewhere. A guinea minute amount of 1 pound and 1 shilling, or 1 pound and 5 pence. So it's still more than a pound as well. Okay, so guineas is the highest form of currency. Like a quarter to a dime or something, right? So let's say 2 guineas if we want the most amount of money. Yes? Okay. My words inflict real pain to the fence. I can see it on his face. Melody, you're plundering me. He throws his hands up in despair. No, it's too much. But I can't be tricked. I've known Dackers and his manipulations for a very long time. I also remember how his eyes lit up when he saw the pendant. Aha! I know how to get mine. All it takes is to play along. I guess you're right, sir. This jewel is beyond your means. Keeping my face expressionless, I pocket the pendant, knowing Dacker's frightened expression. It's a very old thing that didn't come to me easy. Sorry for the time I've taken from you. I'll find another buyer. I turn around, heading toward the door, and his nervous voice calls out, Fine, fine, I agree. Plus 3 monies. Yay! 2 guineas. So be it. You named a high price and earned a lot of money. Yeah! Google for the win. As I hand the pendant over, I feel somewhat bitter, as if I'm giving up something precious. Okay, so we're gonna have to steal this from him. Yikes. I hurry outside to rid myself of the feeling and catch some fresh air. The deal was successful, but what's eating at me? For several seconds, I simply stand in the middle of the road, overwhelmed with strange thoughts and unfamiliar emotions. The rattle of wheels on the pavement and an anxious cry yank me out of my stupor. A voice calls, "Make way." Moments later, a carriage rushes past, dousing me with standing water. God damn it. I just changed my clothes. London's busy streets might not be the safest place to have your head in the clouds. I seek cover in a secluded alley, but someone touches my hand. Miss? Yes? Follow me. I don't have any stolen items on me. I don't know what you're talking about. Apprehension tugs at my heart. I don't understand. Why? You're suspected of murder. What? I try to wrest my shoulder free, but the constable holds me tight. Please don't resist. We have a witness. What witness? Crimson shadows, sepulchral whisper. What? Okay, so we got fame and money, and then crimson shadow and sepulchral whisper. I wonder what that's gonna lead to. I don't know. I don't know. Wow. Okay. Fame, money, and our skill points are those. Okay, that might take some time to develop. Okay, I see what hasn't started yet. That'll be interesting for sure. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this part right here. Or I might keep going, I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and show a like button, some love, subscribe to see more content like this, and I will see you next time. Bye!